Well, it is Saturday, the 7th day of September 2024. Good evening and welcome to Newswatch on Hope TV. Tonight, you're just in time for the day's news. I'm Tess Njenga, glad to be back on your screen tonight. Let's kick off. A day after the deadly fire that has so far taken the lives of more than 17 students from Hillside and Arusha, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has instructed the police to conduct a thorough investigation into the tragedy. Meanwhile, various government officials led by Education Cabinet Secretary Migosi Ogamba have visited the institution. Government pathologist Johansen Odur and a team from the DCI Homicide Unit were also present at the school conducting further investigation. Addressing the media, government spokesman Isaac Mwaura has said that further investigations are underway to determine the exact number and cause of the fire. Some pupils still remain unaccounted for as a DNA matching exercise is set to begin on Monday.
The fire has not yet been conclusively identified. The government confirms that it has mobilized all relevant agencies and continues to work diligently to conduct this investigation throughout. Those found responsible will be brought to justice, and the CS will be talking about that. The government is committed to ensuring accountability for every learner. To ensure the safety remains a top priority for the government will continue to follow through to ensure that the relevant policies are strictly adhered to. And we call upon all schools to comply fully with these regulations to safeguard the well-being of our children and prevent such tragic incidents from happening again.
Tukawa angalau watulivu kidogo kwa sababu sehemu ambayo imebaki ni utafiti wa kisayansi na mambo ambayo yatachukua muda kidogo, pengine siku moja au mbili, ndipo hasa tukaweza kupeana idadi maalum ama idadi iliyo kamili kuhusiana na mkasa ambao umetupata.
As a Ministry of Education, we are looking into the root cause. We want to examine ourselves and find out what is the root cause of these incidences. And we have policies in place. We have school safety standards that were passed in 2020 that schools are supposed to adhere to.
Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire has thrown her weight behind the push to streamline government bursaries to curb cases of duplication and multiple funding of some students. She said the uncoordinated issuance of various bursaries has seen some students cunningly or by default secure multiple allocations, locking out other needy cases. Governor Mbarire said the various bursary schemes should be centrally coordinated where all students' data is stored and can be fished out for clarification purposes to get rid of such irregularities.
So tafadhali, we are going to give you exactly 2 weeks. Make sure within 2 weeks, every principal has given their list and every manager with our ward administrator. If not, give to the MCA, it will get to us. But more importantly, because MCAs are also very busy, give to the ward administrator who will ensure it gets to the education office for purposes of accountability. I do not want to answer unnecessary audit queries over a matter as simple as a receipt that money went to a certain school to help this number of children. So please make sure we get that and make sure it happens in the next 2 weeks. And so that, because many wanapuuza hii maneno and it causes me a lot of problems when I go before the Senate, even to the auditors, it is not necessary. If you do not bring your receipts, we will not award your children bursary the next financial year. Because then you keep us in problems and making us look very irresponsible. Wacha tushikilie watoto wetu, tuhakikishe we have a way of kuleta all these programs za bursaries pamoja in a way that each speaks to the other. Naweza jua ni watoto wagani wamesaidiwa Embu County through the CTF fund. Now CTF wataweza kujua ni watoto gani wa Embu County wamesaidiwa through the county fund, so that we avoid duplication of efforts and we make sure every child gets a chance to enjoy the bursary kitty and continue to get the much needed education.
A section of politicians from the ODM party in Bungoma County are now calling on President William Ruto to include them in various positions in the government. Speaking at a funeral ceremony in Webuye, ODM members led by former Kabuchai candidate-elect Tyne Masengeli and Naivasha Ward Representative Peter Palanga, they lauded President William Ruto and Raila Odinga's move in forming a broad-based government that includes the opposition, saying that this has helped to bring stability in the country.
We should be thankful for what the president did, and especially when he decided to form a broad-based government. That was a very noble decision, which took a president who is selfless, a statesman, and a person who has his people at hand. Number two, it also took my party leader, who is Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who took upon himself on behalf of the nation. We know where the nation was, how it was being run, and he had to submit himself to speak to our president and make some consensus to bring peace and harmony.
Kwanza nawashukuru hao vijana sababu waliibua masuala ambayo kwangu ni masuala nyeti, masuala ambayo yanastahili kushughulikiwa. So natumai kwamba baada ya kusikiza maoni hayo na baada ya kuona kwamba yenyewe kulikuwa na changamoto kwenye serikali iliyokuwepo ya Kenya Kwanza, kutokana na mashauri pamoja na rais wetu Dr. William Ruto pamoja na washikadau wengine wakiwemo former Prime Minister Mr. Raila Amolo Odinga, wakaona ni vyema wajumuishe wale wengine walioko katika upinzani katika serikali. Mmoja ni kuleta uwiano miongoni mwa jamii, kwamba hata viongozi kutoka sehemu tofauti tofauti wanajumuisha katika serikali.
In a move aimed at fostering inclusivity within the church community, the Inclusion Champions Society (ICS) has successfully held its third edition of the Bible Challenge, specifically tailored for the deaf community. The event has attracted participants from 12 different churches within Nairobi, showcasing a collective effort to enhance understanding and engagement with biblical teachings among deaf individuals. And as Grace Ahati reports, ICS has called on churches and society at large to take meaningful steps towards creating an inclusive environment that welcomes all members of the community regardless of their abilities.
The third edition of the Inclusion Champions Society ICS Bible Challenge has taken place at the PCEA St. Andrew's Church in Nairobi, an event that has attracted participants from 12 churches. With the aim of promoting the inclusivity of deaf Christians in church activities, ICS Chief Executive Officer Winnie Adoyo has noted that as part of the competition, participants have gone through interactive challenges to test their mastery of the Word of God. Speaking during the event, Adoyo emphasized that such initiatives are crucial for empowering deaf Christians and ensuring they have equal opportunities for participation in church activities.
Despite so much that they have within them, there's no much opportunity that is accorded to them to just show the world, to show the church, to show everyone what they can do, because people tend to focus on what they cannot do. And so this pushed me to start the ICS. When I started ICS, the vision is to champion for inclusion of persons with disability. And part of the many programs that we do in championing for inclusion is trying to encourage the deaf people to be included in part of services and worship. So what we're doing here today is called the Deaf Bible Challenge, ICS Bible Challenge, the Deaf Edition, and we are on the third the third edition.
On his part, Reverend Josephat Mulongo of the Emmanuel Church for the Deaf expressed support for the initiative, recognizing its potential to create lasting change within the church dynamics.
Over 32 years I've been working as a deaf pastor. So from my experience, I've seen the hearing, the deaf, it's a bit different on how we worship. Now there's a lot of improvement for the deaf. Previously it was different. The deaf were left behind so much. Like today, the same way the hearing pastor preaches, I can preach in sign language. The same way the hearing people sing, I can sing in sign language. The same way the hearing people do their service, we do the same but in sign language.
At the same time, participants have also lauded the ICS Bible Challenge, noting its significant impact since its inception in 2022.
The first time we had this, and comparing, actually this is how the deaf people do the Bible Challenge. It's the first time we're doing this. And because it was our first time, we of course started learning and how to modify this to make it more of the deaf way. So this was the first time different churches were there, and we brought them together for the competition. And it went well. Of course, it being our first time, we made a lot of mistakes, but we were also learning. But teams joining and more people are getting excited and very happy about the competition, about the Bible competition. So, and then it's not about really who win, but then I love the fact that ICS is trying to encourage us, the deaf people, to have a connection with God and to grow spiritually. So that's a very important thing that makes me very happy. And that's why I'm happy to be part of this competition.
Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.
Much appreciated, Grace Ahati, for that report. And on that note, we take a short break on Newswatch tonight. We have plenty more coming up.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance soon because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Sindio?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Do they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcasts?
Really? Even Meet of the World?
Yeah. I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
So no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website, www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
Welcome back. The Mau Mau Original Trust in Narok County now wants the county government of Narok to allow them build a museum at the site where the Briton colonizers are believed to have buried alive Mau Mau freedom fighters before independence. Led by their South Rift Region Chairman Daniel Kamau, the fighters said the trauma that their forefathers underwent in a bid to gain independence should not be forgotten, but rather be preserved and passed on to future generations. Near the shrines, Kamau said was a building that acted as a holding ground for the freedom fighters dubbed Jelandogo, where they want to build a monument for remembrance.
Na kile tunaongelea ni serikali tusaidie ile kiwanja. Watu wameisha, tumefuata. Sasa sisi ni watoto wa wale walifungiwa huko. Na tuna kitu, hakuna kitu tuko naye, hakuna nini. Sasa serikali tuharakishie, tupate kitu. Ni nia ya kujisaidia damu ya kina damu zetu ya mama zetu, baba zetu walikufia huko. Hata wazee wetu, hatuna wazee walikuishia huko. Hatuna kitu. tunakaa hivi tambarare, hatuna mahali ya kukaa, hakuna nini, hakuna situ tuko naye. Kwa hivyo atusaidie, serikali tusaidie na tupewe hiyo kiwanja, tusaidiwe hiyo kiwanja tupewe. Ninye tujenge hiyo monument ya watoto wetu wasomage, wakakuja wakasoma kulikuwa hivi, uhuru ilipatikana hivi, tusaidiwe hiyo na hiyo kiwanja tupatiwe. Yes.
Katika mahala pale ambapo ninaona leo panajengwa sijui ni nini, hiyo ndio ilikuwa kinyongeo cha wamama. Hapo ndipo mayai ilikuwa inachamchwa. Wamama wanawekwa hiyo mayai ndani ya mili yao yakiwa moto. Na katika Kenya, kila makabila wote walichangia kuweza kupigania uhuru wa nchi hii. Na ni kwa nini serikali ya Kenya ama serikali ya Narok haitabui na kuheshimu makaburi ya watu ambao waliweza kupigania uhuru wa nchi hii? Kwa hivyo ombi langu ni kwamba tukubaliwe tukiwa watoto wa Mau Mau ambao wamekusanyika siku ya leo kwa wingi, wakiwa na uchungu, wakiwa na hasira ya kwamba kwa nini maneno haya inatendewa, yaani serikali ya Narok inatenda maneno kinyume na sheria. Inaruka vipi? Inaruka maneno ya kujenga museum. Kwa nini? Kwa nini hawatabui ati Narok kuna watu walipigania uhuru wa nchi hii?
Bwana Kamau, mwakilishi wetu wa Mau Mau Trust. Kwa hivyo tumekuja tukiwa na jambo kama hili kwamba kuna haya mambo ambayo yametajwa kama kiwanja kiwanja ya Mau Mau jela ndogo ambalo nasikia limenyakuliwa na watu wengine, na hilo kiwanja hiyo ilikuwa ya Mau Mau. Tunataka hiyo kiwanja irejeshwe kwa wenyewe Mau Mau kama vile ilivyo hapa awali. Kwa hivyo hatuna maneno mengi, na kile tunaambia tu Daniel Kamau sababu ni kiongozi wetu, aongoze Mau Mau ikiwa anachanganyikana kabila sote, Wakisii, Wakikuyu, wa Maasai, wa Baluya, kabila sote ya Kenya. Ongoza sisi Bwana Kamau bila wasiwasi. Kwa hivyo tunaambia tu Kamau asimamie ili hiyo fidia hawa wa Mau Mau wote wapate hiyo fidia zao. Nafikiri sina mengi.
The National Cohesion and Integration Commission, NCIC, has initiated preparations for the International Day of Peace for the year 2024. This significant event will be celebrated in West Pokot County on September 21st, and a comprehensive program has been organized in anticipation of the occasion. The slogan for this year is Cultivating a Culture of Peace. During a media briefing subsequent to a meeting with representatives from the NCCI, West Pokot Governor Simon Kachapin stated that they have collectively acknowledged the importance of peace for the residents of West Pokot County.
Governor Simon Kachapin, Governor of West Pokot. I'm happy this morning to welcome Madam Commissioner from NCIC and her team, who have come for a brief visit, because 21st this month West Pokot will host International Peace Day, which we have gladly accepted because peace is important. And I want to thank NCIC, the Commissioner here, for the efforts they have done to bring peace in this county and also the whole country. So we are looking forward for a successful day, 21st this month, and I want to extend to all the leaders and all the peace lovers that on 21st you are welcome to West Pokot, that we celebrate that day. And I'm sure there are so many activities that have been done prior to this meeting, like the NCIC have planned so many activities, including a many clubs where schools have been incorporated to build a sustainable peace initiatives in this county and also in many parts in the whole country. So as a governor, I want to welcome all people on 21st to West Pokot, and we come also and see what we are doing in West Pokot.
I'm Dr. Kedogo, Commissioner at NCIC. We are here in West Pokot, the governor, because on 21st we shall have the International Peace Day in this area. And as NCIC, we promote peace, and through engagements with the different people, we are engaging the youth, we engage the women and even the men and the community as a whole. So we are here just to discuss on that D-Day of the very day of on 21st, where we want to make sure that most people, all the people are on board. So we are urging people to come and also listen to the governor, know this place very well, because it is a peaceful place. It's not as people think that it's not insecure, but the governor and his team, they have done a lot, quite a lot, and even NCC. We have engaged, and I think the area is now better off, so we are inviting all the people to come on 21st. Let us enjoy and make sure that the day is a successful one.
Hata mambo partners ndio tumekaa nayo, tumejaribu kubadilisha kama wanyama. Hata kama ni commission tumejengea ofisi. What? Yes. Asante.
Sawa, karibuni sana.
Now, Toilet Africa Initiative, a non-governmental organization, has boosted toilet hygiene through construction of over 700 toilet facilities across the country. The organization has also seen establishment of 180 toilet facilities in Nyandarua County, targeting local community marketplaces as well as learning institutions. During a donation drive for the elderly and commissioning of construction of a toilet facility at Mahindo Early Child Development Center at Midhanduku Village in Kipipiri Ward, Toilet Africa Initiative CEO Josephine Washera pointed out that the idea of constructing toilets for the community was birthed after observing the suffering of the elderly and school-going children due to lack of toilets or poor and unfriendly toilets, exposing them to infections.
Niko hapa Nyandarua, area inaitwa Machinery location. Hii Nyandarua nimekuja kwa sababu ya kitu inaitwa jaa na kitu inaitwa shoo. Nyandarua hakuna chakula, hivyo watu wanafikiriaga, maana watu wanafikirianga Nyandarua ni kwa viazi na nini. Si kuote kwa viazi na kila kitu. Kwingine hakuna kabisa, kama sasa hakuna hata kidogo. Na watu wale wasee Nyandarua ndio wamebaki. Wasee wengi sana. Ndani ya Nyandarua ile watu wamebaki wasee ni wengi sana. So
kutusaidia kama sisi watoto wachechekea. Tulikuwa na shida sana ya choo. Sababu bado kukuwa na choo kutoka wakati ile shule ilifunguliwa. Tulikuwa tukijenga choo kidogo hivi ya makaratasi, ingine mbwa inaigia huko, tena huyo mtoto akaenda akashika hiyo uchafu na tena akarudi kwa darasa. Na tena huyo mtoto anatakikana kuwa na healthy mzuri.
Wamama wazee na wazee wote wamekumbukwa siku ya leo na Madam Josephine. Amefanya jitihada zote, akahakikisha hata wamepata dufe na nguo na hata unga, akiwa anafanya hii kazi akiwa mwenyewe, anaifanya mwenyewe, na vile vile serikali penye inafikisha, na sasa mtu mwingine anaendelea. Serikali ikijenga barabara, ikiepea watu maji.
Well, on that note, let's take another short break. We will be back with business news.
Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries, with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station, with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live.
Welcome back in business. Farmers in Bungoma County have been encouraged to embrace traditional ways of farming to deal with the impact of climate change. Speaking at Wema Children's Home in Bukembe during an environmental event, stakeholders from Kenya, India, and the United States have said that minimizing the use of chemicals by farmers will lead to better farming and healthier lives. Additionally, the farmers have also been encouraged to plant plenty of trees and traditional foods to preserve the environment.
Last year I was in India. I visited Bangalore.
Yes.
I visited DNA Life Organization. I saw the work they were doing. We had like over 100 farmers there. So after I came back, I mobilized farmers from my community and we started meeting up. And then today now they are here to talk to the farmers and then to inaugurate the first farm in Africa. So that is the main purpose of this event, for them to come meet our farmers whom we have been engaging for the last 1 year, and also to set up the good work that they are doing to set it up in Africa also, so that we can green Africa.
Yes.
The same way they've done
Yes.
in India. Yeah.
Yes.
There are farmers who have planted seedlings. They're doing the mixed farming. So we have like 3 more farmers who have done it, and we want to encourage more farmers to take up mixed farming. You know, most of them are scared of the cost, but slowly as they see other people doing it, they will continue to emulate the same practice. Why forest farmers? To create awareness of the climate change and the need to conserve our environment. And also forest farmers, we are training farmers on agroforestry to plant fruit trees and crop trees. And the reason we are doing that is so that farmers can be economically sustainable by planting fruit trees. They can be able to sell. It is also good for their nutrition. Yes. Yeah, we are certifying farmers who are doing organic farming. We encourage farmers to do only organic farming. Don't use pesticides or any inorganic.
So human waste is like what it goes in the morning, right? That's your human waste. That need to be treated. Human pathogens will come out. So that again causes environmental damage. In the sense, pathogens arises. So for that you have to treat carefully, test it and use it. If not, don't use the human waste. But cow urine you can use it, cow dung you can use it. We have a method to liquid fertilizer from cow urine, mixing cow urine, cow dung and soil and any flour, flour can be used. Like a what you call pulses, you can use that. So you can farmers can make it. You don't need to buy fertilizer from city. So you are saving, right? You don't need to use a tractor or a flow, flowing the land. So you save the cultivation. So when 90% income, 10% expenses, you need little water. So 80% of water you can save. So we have done this, 80% water is revived back, farmers getting the income, and biodiversity has come back. All the biodiversity, what I was a kid, all those I have seen it has come back. That's all required. We can live happily. Using natural, not the greenhouse. Again, I don't recommend greenhouse farming. You should play with the nature. So again, if you erect the concrete, and then again you say climbers and all this, you're going to again producing the non-biological material.
Kabuchai Member of Parliament Majimbo Kalasinga has asked the members of more than 40 groups that received financial loans from the Uwezo Fund to ensure that they invest in businesses that will help them make a living. Speaking after presiding over an event where checks of more than 3 million shillings were given to 42 groups from Kabuchai, Kalasinga asked the beneficiaries to avoid misusing the money or engaging in illegal businesses and instead start projects that will enable them develop their lives.
Pesa worth over 3 million shillings, 3.105 kwa wakina mama na vijana waende wafanye biashara through Uwezo Fund. Hii pesa imepewa kiwango tofauti. Kuna wale ambaye walifanya biashara wakarudisha pesa vizuri, wamefanya refinancing again, wapewa tena pesa ya pili which is higher than those ones ambaye wanakuja mara ya kwanza. I encourage them that today mkichukua hii pesa, fanyia biashara ya halali. Usichukue pesa leo uende utengeneze chang'aa. Hiyo wakati chief watakuja na polisi watamwaka hiyo chang'aa, utapata loss. Ni heri uuze ndizi na maziwa. Ni heri ufanye kitu chochote ambaye kitakupatia pesa. Let us invest this money into business that is not illegal. I don't have any problem with any other business other than that the police will destroy the businesses. Tumewaambia hiyo leo. Na pili, wazee wasichukue pesa na vijana waende kwa mapenzi. Najua tumewapatia 1,100 kwa youth group. Wanaweza withdraw hii pesa na waenda kuanguka nayo. So, yaunga nayo kwisha. Tunakuja kudai wewe baadaye hauna. So, please let us invest correctly. Alafu usikule pesa ikakusha alafu kasema sorry. Hakuna sorry katika loan. So wale wanaokopa mkopo ni sawa. Kama unaokopa it means you are not sure of your business, don't come.
Naitwa Caroline Wafula. Hii ni mara yetu ya pili kupata mkopo. Mara ya kwanza tulipewa shilingi 1,100, tukakaa kikundi kwa wakati waliotufunza na tukajadiliana, tukaweka kwa mradi, tukalipa hiyo pesa within 1 year. Ndiposa tulifaulu kupata huu mkopo wa pili.
Tulikuwa tujawahi kupata pesa hizi na leo hii tumepata. Tuna uhakika yale tunayofanya katika kikundi, tuna miradi tunaenda kutekeleza.
And in sports, the national sevens defending champions KCB RFC have secured a slot in the quarterfinals of the Driftwood Sevens, which is currently ongoing in Mombasa County. The Bunkers kicked off the title challenge on a high, winning all 3 group games against Black Bloods, Mombasa SCRC and MMUST to secure the much-deserved slot. In the first game against Black Blood, Tyson Minor opened the scoring for the Lions before Austin Sikutwa stepped up for the conversion duties to give the team a lead. Elvis Olukusi and Brian Wahinya followed suit with a try each, with Sikutwa converting one of the 2 tries to seal a 19-5 victory against the Thika-based varsity side. In the second game against Mombasa SCRC, the Bunkers ran riot, thrashing the hapless hosts 39-5. Festus Shiasi grabbed a hat-trick, Brian Wahinya with a brace, while Michael Wamalwa and Larnell Angeliti grabbed a try each to seal the victory.
In the KU game, a much improved Kenyatta University side. We picked up later on in the second game. We've been on the ascendancy throughout the games. Our culmination of today's efforts was this last game against Mansende Muliro, who are a very determined side. We managed to be on top of the game and leading it and emerging winners. It's been a good day for us. We ticked all the boxes. Nevertheless, we are relentless about our goal for tomorrow. We still have the same side. The only change was Onyala was injured and we had to replace him. But the rest of the team is just the same. Tomorrow is knockout time. We're going to play Nondis probably. Nondis are very structured and determined side. But when you look within ourselves, we play our strengths. We play as a team. We played as Lions, and we know it's going to be not a walk in the park, but we know we're going to get through the game.
Well, that's where we conclude Newswatch tonight. On behalf of the whole team, thank you for watching. I'm Tess Njenga. Have a good night.